remember when I was a captive of what is called Succubus spirit. Succubus spirit. Succubus spirit is seen as a female demon that is believed to have sex with sleeping men. A female demon that is believed to have sex with sleeping men. I was once a victim to that evil, and every night I will have wet dream more than 3-4 times a night. And even as a pastor, that spirit continues to hinder my move. If I pray for a blessing, if there is a result, they will come and communicate with me in the dream. I pray though, that the thing will no longer exist in my life. It continues. I fasted. It continued. And that becomes my problem. If I am looking for something, immediately I saw that wet dream. That did not finish with that. And some of us are guilty to that. Now, you cannot swallow it. There is problem. Even in those days, I visited many pastors, and then one of the pastors I visited said that is normal thing. How can it be normal thing? I remember that he also was a captive. Pray that God will pull you out of that dungeon. And one day I decided to do what is called persistent prayer. I said, God, I will never stop this prayer until you unveil the source of this problem to me. Persistent prayer. And I gave myself 28 days fasting and prayer with 5 hours midnight prayer. Hello. 28 days fasting and prayer with 5 hours midnight prayer. And when I started, after praying, maybe in the morning, the spirit will come again and defile me. Maybe if I, after studying in the afternoon, to have a little siesta, the spirit will come again and defile me, even in fasting, even in much prayer. And I said, I shall not stop until God show me the source of this problem and destroy it. I gave myself 28 days fasting and prayer. Remember, pray persistently that God will meet your need. After 28 days, did it continue though? God was unveiling other things, other problems. And each of them that he unveiled, I will deal with it. But the problem of wet dream was yet to be unveiled. After 28 days, I said, no, I will continue. And then on 29th day, it happened again. You could imagine one having wet dream every night for 28 days. That's a real captive. There is what is called Succubus spirit. There is what is called Incubus spirit. Incubus spirit is seen as a male demon that is believed to have sex with sleeping women. So the Succubus spirit became a danger to me, and I continued. I said, I will not stop this fasting until. And then on the 30th night, when I stood up, 15 minutes to 12 to pray, after washing my face, of course, one who has prayed for 29 days is not supposed to, be disturbed by sleeping again. Other 29 days, I prayed freely, but that night, being 30th, there's nothing that I did not do to see that I prayed. No way. Until that time, when I started praying, I said, God, help me. God, help me. And while I was, praying, God said, allow the sleep. Immediately, I humble myself. And God unveiled the source of that problem. Do you know what the problem is? Masquerade cults. which some of us are members, which your father will initiate you and say it is general. So I was initiated into masquerade cult when I was 10 years old, and they say it is still of children, it is play. And when God unveiled that to me, He unveiled the center of the initiation, and I went through the initiation and found out, because during the initiation as a child, you will be told to marry a masquerade. You will be told to make love with masquerade. I don't know that those things have a great spiritual effect. Are you a victim? Persistent prayer is needed for deliverance. And when God unveiled that to me, I raised my two hands together before God. And then my prayer that night was, I went through how the initiation started and how the initiation ended. And then I started to break it. It was during that 30 days fasting and prayer that God gave me skill for deliverance of all time. Now, go to God in prayer. Now here I said that we pray American prayer in the church. When it is time to pray, you see people, some before their head, some will stood like zombie, and their mouth will not even be moving. Forgotten to remember that when it is time to pray, that you are in the war front, you will battle to receive your need. So